The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Into the end zone. It's a Sacred Heart touchdown. Listen up, Knights fans. Copyco is your home for all the gear you need to show off your Sacred Heart pride this school year. In addition to what you'll find on the racks, Copyco also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity from football and basketball to choir and debate. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for Sacred Heart gear is Copyco in Salina, located at 2346 Planet Avenue.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy. Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. 40% off September only excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush and a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football.
And welcome to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you are watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro, with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post YouTube page. Sacred Heart and Plainville have met 7 times all-time since 2011. Sacred Heart has never beaten Plainville, according to Kansas High School football history, with Plainville having a 7-0 all-time record against the Knights. Both teams tonight are 0-1. As we'll have a special recognition of the military, honoring those who gave their lives for the country, especially after yesterday of 9/11.
Has been a powerful symbol in the American flag, representing purity and innocence. It reflects the nation's early ideals of creating a country based on freedom, justice, and equality for all its people. This color reminds Americans of the hope the founders had for a bright and fair future. White is also associated with integrity, showing that the country's values were meant to be free from corruption. It continues to symbolize the ideal of maintaining honesty and fairness in both the government and its citizens. Blue, justice and vigilance. In the American flag, blue represents more than justice. It also stands for preservation and vigilance. The country has faced many challenges from the wars to civil unrest, and blue serves as a reminder of the nation's determination to protect its freedom and values. Throughout history, the American people have shown resilience in the face of adversity. The blue in this flag reflects this spirit, symbolizing the strength needed to defend the country's ideals. The preservation continues today, with blue remaining a powerful representation of the country's resolve.
All right, and after the 21 gun salute and the national anthem and that special recognition of those who have sacrificed their lives for this country, we are back here. Once again, welcome to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Once again, I am Nicholas Fierro, with Trey Tolley giving you the visuals on Salina Post. Just going over some notes that I had mentioned earlier today. Sacred Heart and Plainville have met 7 times, all time since 2011. Sacred Heart has never beaten Plainville, with Plainville having a 7-0 all-time record against the Knights. Both teams tonight are 0-1, with last game Sacred Heart losing to Ellsworth Bearcats 49-8, where Maddox Wells threw an 84-yard touchdown pass to Noah Hines in the first quarter, and no score was made after that. Plainville lost to Phillipsburg last week 33-18, and they are led by head coach for the Cardinals, Alex McMillan, in his 3rd season with an overall record of 12-9. The Knights are led by head coach in his 2nd season, Coach Ryan Krychek. Coach Ryan Krychek is all-time record 3-6 at Sacred Heart, looking to have a much better season, even a winning season for the Sacred Heart Knights this season. Been almost a little over a decade since Sacred Heart has had a winning season. Coach Krychek is looking to make history here in this season and making a winning season record. The Plainville Cardinals with the all-black unis, burgundy numbers on their helmets. Sacred Heart Knights wearing the exact uniform as they did last week, with the gold helmets, all white unis, and navy blue numbers. Looking to get underway here. Beautiful day tonight, about 89 degrees, a little not too hot, not too cold, so about a slight breeze up in here as we are broadcasting up here in the broadcast booth of Plainville High School. Once again, this is the Sacred Heart Knights versus the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. We'd like to thank our sponsors, such as the Kansas Bankers Technology. You're watching courtesy of Kansas Bankers Technologies, your trusted partner in bank-focused IT strategy and compliance, as well as other sponsors as LilyPad Septic, Commercial Tire Center, Smart Insurance, Vernon Jewelers, Simon Regional Health Center Careers, Maori Women's Clinic, APAC Shears, and Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations. As the Knights will be receiving the kickoff here as in the first quarter, with Plainville kicking it off. The Knights' offense is going to be looking a little different here without stud running back Dom Matucci, as Elias Gordon, Miles Wells, and Gabriel Aguayo will be helping out the efforts in the run game. Maddox Wells will be looking to have a better game than he did last week, as he threw an interception with 1 touchdown pass, 9 for 19, and 178 yards total passing. Looking to continue to lead the Knights' offense this season, looking to even it up with their record after this game. Plainville looking to do the same. As we're about to kick off here tonight, September 13th, this Friday. Or I should say September 12th, as Sacred Heart gets taken down right at the 20-yard line. As I mentioned in the last game, Coach Krychek had mentioned the offensive line is pretty young, with 3 to 4 freshmen starting on the offensive line, looking to see if they can do a lot better this game. Last game, the the pocket was collapsing very early when Maddox Wells had received the handoff. We'll see if they make some adjustments here in this game. Looking to maybe even also implement the run game as a man in motion. Maddox Wells hands it off. I believe that was Elias Gordon. About a short gain of about 2.
Tackler there for the Cardinals. Very short gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, so that was no yards gain there. After that run play, we'll see if they go back to it or they throw it over to Hines, as Hines is a man in motion to the right. Looks like we're playing man defense here as Plainville Cardinals. As Wells is rolling right, looking for his man. Throws it over. Looks like that was Cruz Carrio. Throws it over his head. So he was rolling out of bounds. That will be a 3rd and 10.
Along with Drayton Puckett for the Cardinals. Bring up 3rd and about 10 yards for the Knights.
Cruz Carrico, the intended receiver. Cruz Carrico didn't really have a lot of action last game on the offense, especially on the receiving end, and a little bit more active on the defensive side of things. So we'll see if he gets more touches here in this game on the offensive side, helping out Maddox Wells' favorite target, Noah Hines. As Rowan Ontiveros also had some efforts in last game, as he throws a pass, but it's deflected. Intended receiver was Roman Ontiveros. As that is now 4th and 10, we'll see if the Knight offense will stay out, or it looks like they're going to punt here. Quick 3 and out for the Knights as the Plainville defense had stopped him on the run game and also the passing game as well. Maddox Wells is also the punter for the Knights. We'll see what the Cardinals can do here after receiving it. So it is, looks like a flag on the play. Looks like false start, or offsides, I should say. Offsides, which will move back 5 yards. 4th and 14 here for the Knights. As Plainville will be looking to get better field position after the offsides call on the Knights. Ball is snapped. Nice punt there from Wells. As it bounces right in front of the Cardinal player. Looks like that was number 11, Riken Brown of the Cardinals. So quick 3 and out. Plainville on offense. The Knights have to resort to defense, looking to stop them here, as the Plainville offense will be led by Coach McMillan and at quarterback Joey Dettino. According to my stats here, Joey Dettino had 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1 rushing touchdown, 14 for 28 and 303 passing yards last game in their loss versus Phillipsburg. I'm going to say Pittsburgh here. Let's see what the Cardinal offense can do. It looks like there's a flag on the play. Or they're maybe adjusting the football. I'm not too sure what's going on. Looks like it was a delay of game on the Cardinals. So that will move back 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15 on the play.
1st and 15 now from the 46-yard line of the Knights.
So it'll be at the 46-yard line of their own. Or I should say a Knights' 46-yard line. Packed crowd here for the Plainville side of the attendance. The Knights have a good crowd, though, it being an hour and 50-minute drive from Salina. As Dettino hands it off to his running back, and the running back of Plainville just runs over the Knight defender. That looks like that was Drayton Puckett.
Tackler there for the Knights. Bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Cardinals.
Looks like that was a gain of 5 for the Cardinals. Drayden Puckett, a senior, 6'1", 185. Another handoff to Puckett, and Puckett goes off, and he's going down to the 30-yard line, jumps over the defender of Luis Hernandez, and Joey Puckett with 2 strong runs here for the Cardinals.
The leading tacklers there for the Knights. Puckett's run was good enough for a Plainville first down.
As it is a hurry-up offense here is Datino looking to keep this offense moving. Another handoff to Puckett, and Puckett is stopped that time. Swallowed up by Elias Gordon of the Knights.
Nice tackle there by Elijah Gordon for the Knights. That'll push Plainville back about a yard, bring up 2nd and 11.
Joey Puckett with 20-yard run in that last play. The last play before that. 25 yards so far for his efforts. As Puckett goes into the sideline. Looks like number 3 of Plainville. Looks like that is Zane Stahl. As it is a quarterback keeper here, and a nice run by Datino.
Quarterback keeper there for the Cardinals. Rumbles it all the way down to about the 8-yard line.
About the 8-yard line to the Sacred Heart Knights' own side of things.
Datino's yardage was good enough for a Plainville first down.
As Sacred Heart, another game here where struggled a little bit to stop the run game. And another handoff, and he's fighting for the yards. The runner of the Cardinals looks like he's in. No signal, and there's a touchdown. That was Zane Stahl with the touchdown, running touchdown for the Cardinals to score. It's an 8-yard touchdown run for the Cardinals. It puts them up 6 quickly up here with 8 minutes and 57 seconds left to go on the first quarter. As Zane Stahl, the man who scored the touchdown, is going to be the same one who tries to go for the extra point. I mean, look at the goalpost, very short goalpost here. Never really seen a short goalpost here. Another flag on the play. Let's see what the call is here. He is not too sure what's going on. Not too sure what the call was on the play. Pushes them back 5, though. Looks like it was something about the equipment that the call was on. I'm not too sure what was that. Maybe an equipment misconduct or some sort of call on a Cardinal equipment. They had to get their equipment handled, but it was a kick, and it looks like it was just a little short, but it's good, as it is now 7-0. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Sacred Heart Knights versus the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post. If you're just now tuning in, Zane Stahl, running back for the Cardinals, ran an 8-yard touchdown run for the Cardinals to put them up 7-0 with 8 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Strong drive right there for the Cardinals. And let's see if the Knights can respond here as they receive here on the kickoff, as it is scooped up by the Knights. It looks like there was Noah Hines, and Noah Hines is stopped. Looks like right about on the 25-yard line. for the Knights. Last offensive drive for the Knights, it was a 3-and-out. Forced to punt. Didn't really gain a yard in that last drive. 2 attempted passes from Maddox Wells that were incomplete with an attempted run, but was stopped by the Cardinal defense. See if Krychek can lead his offense along with Wells to respond here in this drive. As Wells hands it off to Elias Gordon. Gordon gets maybe about a yard, or not even one, maybe lost a yard there. As I mentioned, Elias Gordon, Gabriel Aguayo, and Miles Wells. Gordon being a freshman, Miles Wells being a freshman, Gabriel Aguayo, junior. 3 running backs filling in for the junior stud running back Dom Matucci, who was recovering from a foot injury. Coach Krychek said he's not rushing to bring in Matucci back into the game, as he said that this is a long season, so we'll see if he makes an appearance in the next game. As Wells gets the snap here, looking for his man. Looks for, but right through the hands. Looks like that was Rowan Ontiveros. Right through the hands. Looks like it was a good throw. It just right through the hands of Ontiveros. Offensive line held the defensive line of the Cardinal defense better right there on that possession. So there's another quick third down for the Knights offense. See if they respond here. Get a first down. Looks like there might be another pass play from Wells. Let's get this pass to Fred. He's rolling right. Jukes the defender, but he gets taken down. Looks like that's number 51, Ryan Hamill. Ryan Hamill with a sack. For Hamill, I should say. Sack from Ryan Hamill of Plainville. That is another 3-and-out for the Knights. As Wells will be punting the football once more to the Cardinal receiving team. We have 7 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the game clock of the first quarter. As he punts it stops it right about the 38-yard line of the Knights.
35-yard line of the Knights, where the Cardinals will take over.
Last drive for the Cardinal offense was a 8-yard touchdown run from Zane Stahl. Joey Dottino also had a 15-yard run, with Joey Puckett having 25 yards in that drive. No passing play for the Cardinal offense. See if the Knights can make a stop here and get the possession back before the first quarter ends, with 7 minutes to go in this quarter of play. Joe Dottino, quarterback keeper, as he throws it off to, looks like that's Puckett, and Puckett's going down the sideline and gets taken down by Colton Sprague, freshman from the Knights. Colton Sprague, 5'9", 150 defensive back, also is the backup QB for the Knights. It's a nice gain there from the Cardinals. Another first down as Dottino rolls back, looks for a man, kind of pump fake, and he goes up the middle. He keeps going on his feet, jukes a defender. He just stays on his feet, and he gets taken down at the 5-yard line. So that is another first down.
Takes it down to the 5-yard line, where the Cardinals will have it. First down.
So another first down around the 5-yard line of the Knights as they quickly move up the chains, and Referees blow the whistle. Looks like it's offsides on the Knights, which will probably move them up to the goal line. Right up on the goal line. It's about the 2.5-yard line. 6 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Plainville up 7-0 early on in this quarter as Plainville's looking to score again on this drive. Hands it off to Puckett, and Puckett runs right in for a touchdown. A 2-yard run. It's a total of 27 yards for Puckett. It's a 2-yard run, touchdown run for the Cardinals that puts them up 13-0 early on. Another strong drive right there for the Cardinal offense. Puts them up very quickly, 13 points with 6 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the first. Zane Stahl looking to make this a 14-0 game. And it's up, and it's very short as it remains 13-0, which the score is 13-0. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Sacred Heart Knights football versus the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you are watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fiera with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post. If you're just now tuning in, this last drive here, which made the score 13-0 Cardinals up, was a 2-yard run from Joey Puckett, which on this day he has 27 yards rushing with a touchdown in his efforts for the Cardinal offense. Ryan Hamel also had a sack before the Cardinals scored their second touchdown. Ryan Hamel, defensive tackle for the Cardinals defense. As the Knights will be looking to respond here, so they make this game a one-possession game with 6 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the first. Packed crowd here for the Cardinal support group. Pretty good attendance for the Knights as well, as it was a 1 hour and about 45-minute drive from Salina to get here. As Elias Gordon is looking to recover that, and he tries to run a man over, but he gets taken down by the Cardinal defense right about like the 9-8 yard line of the Knights.
Play for the Knights, only to be met by Ryken Brown with a nice open field touchdown.
Knights looking to make some adjustments here. The best teams are the ones who make play-to-play adjustments as opposed to game-to-game adjustments, so we'll see if the Knights will make those in-game play-to-play adjustments here on offense to try to get the chains moving down past the Cardinal defense. So we have a beautiful night here. Friday Night Lights. Breezy low winds here, not too crazy weather. It's a nice shade here in the Plainville Stadium. This is a handoff. Looks like that was to Miles Wells. Looks like that was a gain of 2.
Only to be met by Riddick Bethel for the defense for the Cardinals.
Second down and 10. Actually, it was no yards gain there. So second down and 10 there. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the first here. See if the Knights will make that adjustment here and not fall into a third 3-and-out drive here. As Elias Gordon in the backfield. Man in motion. And it's another drop pass to Gabriel Aguayo. That's another pass that Wells had thrown very well to his receivers, and it just right through the hands of the Knights receivers. Well, that time it was just a drop pass, but the first pass that Wells had thrown was right through the hands of Ontiveros, Ron Ontiveros. As it is another 3rd and 10, very quick 3rd and 10 here for the Knights. See if they can respond and make adjustments here. Noah Hines with no reception so far. That is Wells' favorite target. We'll see if he finds him here in this play. He's rolling back, and he throws it right to a completed pass this time to Gabriel Aguayo.
For a nice gain for the Knights.
Nice gain there, about a gain of 5, which makes it or gain of 6, I should say, which should be a 4th and 4. See if the offense will stay on to try to get a first down, or I would assume they would be punting here as they're not in good field position. As if they turn over on downs, then Plainville would have a great field position here, but looks like they're going to go for it here. Or actually, no, I'm mistaken. It looks like they're going to punt. Just Wells is just up on close to the center as he kicks it off, as he punts it over. Looks like that is Crispin Myers. Crispin Myers of Plainville cleans it up, and he's looking to take off, but gets taken down right at about the 31-yard line of the Sacred Heart Knights. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left to go here in the first. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Billings Group. Fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and Post Sports on Twitter after the game to see video highlights from all around the area, proudly presented by Billings Group. Also like to thank Salina Ortho, Kelly Kitchener Shelter Insurance, Bankton State Bank, and Sage Products for sponsoring and their support of this game. Plainville looking to have another score on this drive as Datino keeps it, throws it deep to his receiver, and it's a touchdown pass right over to Riken Brown, making it a 20-0 game here after just one play in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the game clock. Nice pass right there from Joey Datino, making it quickly a 20-0 game for the Cardinals. Great pass right there from Datino to Riken Brown. That was a 31-yard touchdown pass from Datino to Riken Brown. I should say 19-0 game here. And it's just short. But very quickly, the game is now 19-0. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching the Sacred Heart Knights football versus Plainville Cardinals here in Plainville, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
You got it. And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football. We're here watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fiera with Trey Tolley giving you the visuals on Salina Post live here in Plainville, Kansas. If you're just now tuning in, Joey Datino threw a 31-yard touchdown pass to Riken Brown of the Cardinals, and just one play of their drive, their third drive on offense, as all of their drives so far have been a score. with the Knights and their offensive drives have with no score, which is making the score 19-0 here.
Next Tech will donate $10 for every home team touchdown made in tonight's game.
In this game,
Another $10 donated by Next Tech, your local technology provider.
going to give you and see here some scores around Kansas. After this kickoff attempt, looks like it was a little squib kick. Recovered on the 35-yard line of the Knights. Give you an area scoreboard here, brought to you by the Bennington State Bank. Looking at what's going on around in Kansas high school football today as Bueller is on top of Augusta 7-6 with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first. End of the first quarter, we had Smith Center up 8-0 against Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg are the ones that defeated the Plainville Cardinals last week. Annandale 24 up on top of Wellington 24-8. And end of the first quarter, El Saline on top of Osborne 8-0. Wells rolls back, looking for his man, and he's sacked right there by the Cardinal defense with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the first. As that is the second sack of this game for the Cardinal defense. Looks like it was a collected sack right there from the Cardinal defense. That will be a 2nd and 11 here for the Cardinal, or I should say the Knight offense. Elias Gordon, and looks like that is Wells in the backfield of Graybill Aguayo, as it is a fake, but it's a handoff to Elias Gordon, and he's just consumed by the Cardinal defense. As it is another 3rd down for the Knight offense very quickly here. They have not gained a first down in this game so far. Looking to hopefully change that. Their best play was a 6-yard gain in their last drive before this. See if they can make an adjustment here with 3rd and 13 to go in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock. See Wells rolls back. Throws a pass over to an intended receiver. Looks like that was Colin Wilson. About a 4-yard gain. Not enough to get the first down, though, which makes it a 4th and 10, 4-yard gain. 4th and 9 here for the Knights. So there's another 3 and out for the Knights. Hopefully they can get a stop here to put down the bleeding, as looks like they're actually going to go for it here on about 4th and 9, 4th and 10 here. As Wells is looking to complete it here as he rolls to the left, looking for a man, and he gets ran out of bounds for no gain. As it is another, well, a turnover on downs for the Knights. Give another thanks to our sponsors and supporters here by Messenger Total Promotions. The official apparel provider for the Salina Post sports team is Messenger Total Promotions. See them in downtown Salina for local high school swag like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more. They can custom make anything and also have high school items for your car. Messenger Total Promotions in Salina, Minneapolis, and Junction City. Plainville and all of their offensive drives have scored. As that handoff to Joey Puckett up the middle, and he keeps staying on his feet. Oh my gosh, just running all over the Knights defense. This wasn't enough for a first down, but about a 9-yard gain right there for Puckett. Second and inches here for the Cardinal offense. That's all they really need to do is just get over that inch line of the first down for the Cardinals to get a first down here to keep the chains moving, as it is seconds left, 57 seconds left to go in the first here, as looks like Datino is scrambled and he's taken down by the Knights defense. Nice play right there from Cruz Carrico and other help from the Knights. Looks like that was Collier Bicknell to get the sack right there for the Knights. Nice sack right there. It was a big one right there, which moves back the Cardinal offense a couple of yards here. Seconds are ticking down with 18 seconds left to go here in the first. We'll see if the Cardinal offense can get one more play here before the first quarter ends. And week 2 of Kansas High School football. We'll see what this player, another handoff to Puckett, and Puckett, strong run going down the sideline, is gets a first down for the Cardinals. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break here as you're watching Sacred Heart Knights versus the Plainville Cardinals. Week 2 Kansas football here in Plainville, Kansas, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Into the end zone. It's a Sacred Heart touchdown. Listen up, Knights fans. Copyco is your home for all the gear you need to show off your Sacred Heart pride this school year. In addition to what you'll find on the racks, Copyco also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity, from football and basketball to choir and debate. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for Sacred Heart gear is Copyco in Salina, located at 2346 Planet Avenue.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
Welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro with Trey Tolley, giving you the visuals on Salina Post, as it is now the second quarter of this game here in Plainville, Kansas. The Sacred Heart Knights taking on the Plainville Cardinals. 19-0 ball game. Plainville on top of Sacred Heart Knights. If you're just now tuning in the first quarter, it was all Plainville. As we had, it was first a rushing touchdown from Zane Stahl, 8 yards, to bring the Plainville Cardinals up 7-0. It was this game, it was a pass to Davin Wilford of the Cardinals. But as I was mentioning, that was the first touchdown, was an 8-yard run from Zane Stahl for Plainville. Then that made that score 7-0. Then Joey Puckett had a 2-yard run for Plainville, making it 13-0. And then 19-0 was a pass, a 31-yard touchdown pass from Joey Datino to Riken Brown, making the score what we have now, 19-0.
Reception was good enough for a Plainville
as Plainville is right. Looks like they're going to score just right here as Datino bumps into Joey Puckett, and Joey Puckett runs right in again for his second touchdown run here tonight for the Plainville Cardinals, making that score 25-0 very quickly here in the second quarter to start, with 11 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. About a 2-yard run for Puckett. As we'll see if they get the extra point to make this score 26-0 very quickly here. As the extra point is up, and this time it's no good. Looks like it was good from my angle, but that keeps that score 25-0. We'll keep it here. Just going over some stats. Puckett with, looks like a 29, 31, 36, 37 yards for Puckett in his efforts in the run game of this game here, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. We'll go over some scores here in the area scoreboard by Bennington State Bank, as we have games also live streaming here on Salina Post. We go to the YouTube page. Southeast of Saline is up on top of Clay Center 8-0 in the second quarter. We have Devin Haney broadcasting that game live. Also, what we have live streaming on Salina Post is Abilene versus Chapman. Tyler Henry should be broadcasting that game, and that game is 0-0 here in the second quarter. You can watch that game as well on Salina Post, or you can stay here. Got 3 games live streaming right here for you. As Plainville will be kicking it off here up on top of the Knights, 26-0 very quickly here early on in this game, with 11 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. As it is a kickoff, 2 scooped up. And he go, oh, nice. Almost looks like Colin Wilson of the Knights. Looks like he's going to get past right there very nicely. Look like it had an open on the sideline. But nice return right there for Colin Wilson for the Knights, as the ball is placed, will be placed here on the 28-yard line for the Knights. I'd like to thank another sponsor here, Sage Products. Sage Products of Salina is your supplier of janitorial products for your business or home. From paper towels to soap and items, from ceiling to floor, you will see products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage at your home or office by visiting sageselects.com. Maddox Wells rolls to the right and is a completed pass right there. Nice pass to Gabriel Aguayo for a first down. Nice pass right there from Wells to the intended receiver. Looks like we'll keep the chains moving here. That's nice first down right there for the Knights. Let's see if they can keep that possession, that momentum going here with 11 minutes to go in the second. As Wells rolls back, another pass, and looks like it was dropped. Looks like it was intended for Noah Hines. Incomplete pass. It's like Colin Wilson had also right there in that area with Rowan Ontiveros. Colin Wilson had a nice 10-yard reception right there to get the first down for the Knights. See if Wells can reenact another play here like that on this drive, in this possession. As Wells hands it off very quickly, throws it. Looks like there was maybe a miscommunication right there, because overthrew Hines. Looked like when he threw it, Hines wasn't expecting it to be that quick, but looks like Krychek talking over to his receiver of Hines, and looks like Hines and Maddox Wells are talking over about that play. Maybe, like I said, it looked like it was a little miscommunication there. Maybe Wells threw it too quickly, or maybe Hines wasn't ready, or not too sure what exactly had messed up the play, as it is a 3rd and 10 here for the Knights with 10 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in the second here, as Wells rolling back, and he looks like he's going to get sacked again a 3rd time from the Cardinals defense. So it is a stop right there from the Cardinals defense to bring that back. More yards for the Knights offense as they're looking to maybe punt here once again. Tough break right there for the Knights that they had a nice first down. But now they're going to have another fourth down to face and overcome here as they're actually going to go for it in this possession with Elias Gordon in the backfield. Two receivers on the right. Man in motion. Looks like that is Aguayo. And it's another sack. That's 4 total sacks right here for the Cardinals, and it's another turnover on downs for the Cardinals, or for the Knights. Cardinals will then now quickly take possession here on offense with the score 26-0 here with 10 minutes and 24 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. $25-0 here in the second quarter. It's another handoff to Puckett, and Puckett running up the middle, and he stays on his feet, and he keeps going. Oh my goodness, Maddox Wells could not take down the 6'1", 185-pound Drayden Puckett. I've been calling his name Joey Puckett this time. My apologies. It should be Drayden Puckett, not Joey Puckett. Drayden Puckett. And Drayden Puckett runs right in for another Cardinal touchdown for Plainville. Nice run right there.
Congratulations. That's another $10 donated by Next Tech to your local technology
From Puckett.
provider.
So it was after a 30-plus yard run from Puckett. Just could not get taken down as it is a fumbled snap. It gets picked up. And it's, oh my goodness. It was a muffed handoff for the extra point possession, but that's actually going to be a 2-point conversion now for the Cardinal offense, as it is now 33-0. Cardinals up on top of the Knights. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching Sacred Heart Knight football versus the Plainville Cardinals here in Plainville, Kansas, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush the freakishly fast frog.
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
And welcome back to Week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro, with Trey Tolley giving you the visuals on Salina Post, as it is a kickoff to the Knights, and goes down is the receiver, Colin Wilson. As in this last drive, Joey Puckett had a nice 30-plus yard run to get him to the 1-yard line and just get a 1-yard touchdown run for Drayden Puckett. I keep saying Joey Puckett. My apologies. as Puckett now has 3 touchdowns in his efforts. 3 touchdowns, all from the run game for Drayden Puckett. Puckett so far taken over on offense for the Plainville Cardinals. That is a handoff to Grable Aguayo. Nice handoff, but consumed right away by the Cardinal defense.
For the Knights for about a yard touchdown. Reed Stemper and Trent Muppet.
About a yard run right there for the Knights. Coach Krychek and Wells looking to make some play-to-play adjustments here. Very quiet on offense so far, just a couple of first downs and some run games here, some yards from the run game a little bit, but not too high power firing as the Cardinals have been all this tonight, as it is a pass right there to Gabriel Aguayo. Gabriel Aguayo stays on his feet. A nice pass right there from Wells. Nice pickup of about 5 there. I'd like to thank another sponsor, supporter for this game is Copyco. Online team shops open and close, but Copyco, you can get in the game with Sacred Heart gear all year long with t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and so much more. From football and basketball to cheer and debate, they can custom make anything so you can support your favorite student athlete no matter what team they play for. Copyco, serving Salina since 1991. Wells looking to convert a first down on 3rd and 4 here. As in a strong pass, but nobody to go, nobody open. Incomplete pass makes it another 4th and 4 here with 18 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here in the second. One thing I will say is the offensive line, young offensive line that Krychek has mentioned, with about 3 to 4 freshmen starting offensive linemen, is looking a lot better in this game. Looks like they made better adjustments, and that's what football is all about, just making adjustments and getting better as they have been so far from week 1 in this game. As they're going for it in 4th and 4 here, pass to Noah Hines, but it's off target, as it is going to be a turnover on downs for the Knights. That's their 3rd turnover on downs so far in this game, as the Cardinal offense will get back here on the field with 33 points over the Knights with 8 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the second. Looks like they're right on the 33-yard line of the Knights. See if Plainville will continue that strong run game with Drayden Puckett, as Joey Dottino hands it off to Drayden Puckett, and Drayden Puckett stays on his feet, misses another 2 men, and he tries to stay on his feet, but he's taken down by Elias Gordon. Man, if it wasn't for Elias Gordon, he probably would have gotten another touchdown. Would have been 4 for him, as that it was another first down around the 20-yard. Looks like that was an 11-yard run for Drayden Puckett. He has now, if my stats are correct, 48 yards rushing for Puckett. It's Joey Dottino. Another handoff right here up the middle. As Zane Stahl, a nice gain. Looks like that was another first down there, moving the chains. About a 10-yard gain for Zane Stahl. Zane Stahl had an 8-yard touchdown run earlier in this game as well, as Puckett has 3 touchdown runs. And Zane Stahl with 1 on the ground game. As there's another handoff to Stahl. Stahl, and he runs right in for another Cardinal touchdown, making it 39-0 very quickly here in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in this ball game. That a 5-yard touchdown run for Zane Stahl to help put the Cardinals up on top of the Knights 39-0 very quickly early in this game. That is his second touchdown of the night. The extra points is up, and it's no good, which makes it still 39-0. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching Sacred Heart Knights football versus the Plainville Cardinals here in Plainville, Kansas, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there, Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
And welcome back to week 2 of the Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fiero, with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post. 39-0 ball game here for the Plainville Cardinals. Very early in this game, it is 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So it was a 5-yard touchdown run from Zane Stahl, his second of the night for the Cardinals. As it is going to be another kickoff from the Cardinals to the Knights, as looks like that was recovered from Luis Hernandez as he just gets taken down as soon as he receives the handoff or the kickoff. Going to do another area scoreboard check from Bankton State Bank. See what's going on here in the state of Kansas of week 2 of Kansas High School football. Bueller is up on top of Augusta 14-6 at halftime. Victoria on top of Central Plains at half 16-6. Southeast of Salina leads Clay Center at halftime 16-0. And Lincoln up on top of Pike Valley 46-0 in the first quarter. Maddox Wells, man in motion is Gabriel Aguayo. Wells throws it deep. Oh, and it's just past the hands of Noah Hines. Would have been a nice completion right there for Hines as he was open and nobody around him as all the defenders are behind him. Man, that would have been a nice completion right there. Just connected that pass. Probably would have taken it to the house, as we saw that in the first game. A Wells to Hines connection was an 84-yard touchdown pass against the Bearcats of Ellsworth in week 1. Probably would have been another enactment of that one right there. Wells looking to make an adjustment here. For the Knights, man in motion is Carrico. As another deep pass to Noah Hines. Noah Hines! Oh, it just a little over him. Man, Wells is taking some shots here. I mean, nothing to lose here. You're down 39-0. Might as well just a little over Hines, and that would have been another nice completion if that had been converted. Offensive line is taking care of Wells so he can have enough time to throw, which is great here to see those adjustments being made by the Knights offense. As Krychek had mentioned, the offensive line of the Knights is young talent but experienced. Make some great adjustments here in this game. So we're here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in the second quarter before the half. Man in motion is Rowan Ontiveros. Maddox Wells rolling to his left, looking for a man. And he was about to, looks like he's going to throw, but he gets taken down. Looks like that was Trenton Maupin of the Cardinal defense to make it another 3 and out. Bringing up 4th and 12 here for the Knights. Probably going to have to resort to a punt as they're not in very good field possession as they're in their own 28-yard line. Man, if Wells had just completed those passes to, one of those passes to Hines, probably would have been a different story here in this drive, in this possession. As Wells is going to now have to punt it here for the Knights. It's a nice punt here as the Cardinal receiver has to go back. Looks like he has some daylight up to the left. Keeps on his feet, and he gets taken down, still on his feet. Gets taken down right at the 25-yard line of the, I should say 20-yard line of the Knights' own field. Nice gain right there for the Cardinal returner. Gets them in good field position right on the 15-yard line of the Knights' own field. So we have the referee hustling down to try to get to the end zone. It's a nice gain right there for the Cardinal offense. Is another handoff to Puckett, and Puckett run up the middle, and he runs over a couple of Knights defense about the 4-yard line, so it's a 11-yard run for Drayden Puckett. 59 yards so far for Drayden Puckett. Puckett already has three touchdowns on the ground game for the Cardinal offense. Maybe looking to get his 4th here. He's in the backfield. Another handoff, but it's a fumble, but he scoops it back up, and he just has to fall. Little mishandled handoff from Joey Dottino to Drayden Puckett. But he scooped it back up to keep it in play. Keep it in their possession. Second down here with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here in the second before the half. Got one receiver out to the left is the Cardinals. Dottino with 2 men in the backfield, hands it off to Puckett. Puckett, daylight, and he just walks it right in for his 4th touchdown run. 4-yard touchdown run, 4 touchdowns for Drayden Puckett. The score is now 45-0. Plainville on top of Sacred Heart. Puckett, his 4th touchdown tonight. 4-yard touchdown run. Has 4 total for the night. Against the Knights, as it is and that time is, looked like it was good, it was no good. Scores 45-0. Plainville on top of Sacred Heart Knights. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching Sacred Heart Knight football versus Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post. As it is 45-0, Plainville Cardinals up on top of the Sacred Heart Knights early in this ball game. In the first half, it is 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go here in the second. As Drayden Puckett had a 4-yard touchdown run for his 4th touchdown total run, all from runs on the ground. Drayden Puckett wearing number 1, the 6'1", 185-pound senior for Plainville. This is going to be another kickoff to the Sacred Heart Knights, scooped up by, looked like it was Luis Hernandez, falls down for the Knights. Last offensive drive for the Knights, looks like Noah Hines had some good daylight, and Maddox Wells had thrown it to Hines for 2 good looks, but just didn't convert. And if one of those passes converted, it probably would have been a touchdown for the Knights, especially the first one. As Hines is going on a poster, it looks like it was an encroachment for the Knights, as they're going to move back 5 for an offsides on the, look like this offensive nose guard, or the center looked like he jumped forward too quickly. Both teams enter this game 0-1 here. They have met 7 times all time since 2011, and Plainville has beaten Sacred Heart all those 7 times. The 7-0 all-time record. Alex McMillan, head coach for the Plainville Cardinals, 12-9 overall record in his 3rd season. This is a handoff to Elias Gordon, but just completely consumed right away by the Cardinal defense. This is going to be a 2nd and long here for the Knights. It's going to be 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go here in the second before we get here to halftime.
2nd and 16 now for the Knights.
2nd and long here for the Knights. So we'll see if they make a play-to-play adjustment here. That's what separates the good teams from the best teams, is the ones that make those play-to-play in-game adjustments as opposed to game-to-game adjustments. As man in motion is Gabriel Guayo. Wells looking for his man, rolling to the left, and he's sacked again. That is the 5th total sack right there for the Cardinal defense. That was Trenton Maupin for the Cardinals, as Maupin was right on his back, chasing him, and Wells just could not get away, even with his speed. Maupin had some nice speed right there, chasing after Wells. It is a timeout here. We'll take a quick break here, as you're watching Sacred Heart Knights football versus the Plainville Cardinals right here in Plainville, Kansas, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football. We are watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post. There's also other visuals with Southeast of Saline versus Clay Center and Chapman versus Abilene. You can watch those games live on Salina Post. Devin Haney on the air for Southeast of Saline, and Tyler Henry for the Abilene and Chapman game. As the score here is 45-0 here in the second, with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the second. We'll see if the Knight offense can have a score with 3rd and long here before the first half ends. As Wells gets over and completed pass. Nice first down to Colin Wilson. Nice gain right there. Nice footwork right there from Maddox Wells to get past the Plainville defenders. As it is going to get them to the 46-yard line, another first down for the Knight offense. Colin Wilson with a couple of completions here in his efforts. Has 3 receptions. That was 15 yards. Or I should say 20 yards for Wilson in that possession. 34 yards for Wilson is Wells. Another open pass, another first down. Nice. Right there to Cruz Carrico for his first reception, about 12 yards. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Knights are moving the chains. Nice right here in this drive. We'll see if they can keep doing that here in this drive with a running clock here. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here in the second. See if Maddox Wells can continue with 2 back-to-back completed passes. Looking to get another one or possibly another first down with either the run game. As he looks, another pass here intended for Cruz Carrico and is completed, but pushed out of bounds. But it's a nice gain right there for Carrico. About a gain of 8, I believe, for Carrico. The 37-yard line on the own Cardinals. All right, 2nd and 6. So that was about a gain of 4. Cruz Carrico with 28 yards receiving. Maddox Wells about 50-plus yards here in his passing game. Another pass, another fake. Oh, he rolls to the right, looking for a man here, and he's going to just try to just go out of bounds, and nobody was open. Looks like Colin Wilson was open, but looks like the safety had just covered him right away before Maddox Wells can complete the pass to Wilson. With 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the second. Going to be a 3rd and 5 here. Hopefully getting at least a field goal possession. Field goal range, I should say. There's 2 receivers onto the left with Aguayo and Hines. Man in motion. As Wells complete. Oh, and it's dropped. Oh, it would have been a first down to Aguayo. Tough break right there for the Knight offense. You got to have those right there. As actually, it was a flag on the play. Looks like it was maybe a delay of game. Or there's no flag, actually. Going to keep the referee had made a motion. I thought that's what he was calling, but no flag on the play with 4th down and 5 to go here. Going for it here is Wells and the Knight offense. Wells looking for his man. Oh, and it's hit down by the Cardinal defender before. Looks like that was intended for Colin Wilson, as Wilson looked like he could have gotten a completed pass there, but was taken down right away from the Cardinal defense. That is another turnover on downs for the Cardinals. Cardinals looking to maybe get some more points with 1 minute and 59 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Another handoff to Drayden Puckett. Drayden Puckett with some daylight, taking off, shakes the defender, and he keeps going on his feet, and he will go all the way for the touchdown for another 6. That is going to be his fifth touchdown of the game. That'll be 51 points here for the Cardinal offense. 5 total rushing touchdowns as Puckett. Wow. 51-0 is Plainville on top of the Knights. It's a nice run from Puckett. 50-plus yards. Extra point is no good. As we'll take a quick break here, 51-0 is the Plainville Cardinals on top of Sacred Heart Knights. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching the Sacred Heart Knight football versus Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fiero with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post. So it is a 51-0 ball game here. Cardinals on top of the Sacred Heart Knights, all here in the first half of this ball game. 5 total rushing touchdowns is Drayden Puckett for the Cardinals. 2 from Zane Stahl. So we have 7 total touchdown runs, all from the Cardinals. 2 from Zane Stahl and 5 from Drayden Puckett. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually 7 rushing touchdowns for the Cardinals, and it was a 1 touchdown pass, 1 yard. It was a 31-yard touchdown pass from Joey Dottino to Riken Brown, which makes it 8 total touchdowns for the Cards. 51-0 here is Plainville on top of Sacred Heart. We'll see. Handoff to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon gets taken down right away for about a gain of about 1. The minute and 36 seconds left to go here in the second before halftime. Want to thank another sponsor here in supporting this game is Kansas Bankers Technologies. This broadcast is presented in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies, aligning technology, compliance, and community banking. Also like to thank other sponsors as well. APAC Shears, Dan Goebel at Salina Homes, and Messenger Total Promotions, as it is an interception from Maddox Wells intended for Colin Wilson, and Cardinals will then take it over. There's another. That right there is Maddox Wells' first interception of the game. Intended receiver was Colin Wells. Not looking too good here for the Knights offense. Was just trying to maybe make something happen before the second quarter ends with 52 seconds left to go here in the second. Cardinals up 51-0 here. See if they try to get another score here before The second quarter ends. Handoff to Drayden Puckett. Drayden Puckett, or that's not Drayden Puckett, actually. That is, looks like that is Zane Stahl. Zane Stahl. Nice run right there for Zayden Stahl.
Was the tackler for Sacred Heart. Stahl's run was good enough for a Plainville.
Zane Stahl with 2 touchdowns rushing in his efforts for the Cardinals. That is running clock here. 35 seconds left to go here in the second. 51-0 is the Cardinals on top of the Knights. Zane Stahl in the backfield with Datino. Another handoff to Stahl, and this time he's going to get taken down quickly by the Knights. About a 3-yard gain here. His clock is ticking down with 8 seconds left to go here. Looks like we're going to take it to halftime. The score is 51-0. Plainville Cardinals on top of Sacred Heart Knights. Quick recap here. We have 8 total touchdowns for the Cardinals, 7 of those being rushing touchdowns, 5 total from Drayden Puckett, and 2 from Zane Stahl. It was 19-0 here in the first quarter. And then it was 25-0 at the start of the second quarter, which made it to 51-0 here at halftime. Before we take a quick break, we'll look at the area scoreboard going on here in the state of Kansas, brought to you by Bennington State Bank. You have Buhler on top of Augusta, 14-12. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third. Wichita South up on top of Liberal, 21-14 at the half. Salina Central on top of Arc City, 35-0 at the half. We have Abilene on top of Chapman, 13-0. That game is being live streamed also on Salina Post with Tyler Henry giving you that game on the call. Hiawatha on top of Marysville, 21-8 at the half. Ellsworth on top of Republic County, 21-8. We have Olathe Northwest on top of Garden City, 10-7. Lakeside on top of Stockton, 14-0 at the half. We have Smith Center on top of Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg is the ones that beat Plainville last week, 16-8 at the half. And we have El Saline on top of Osborne, 30-6 at the half. Want to thank another sponsor here is Billings Group. Fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and SP Post Sports on Twitter after the game to see video highlights from all around the area, proudly presented by Billings Group. We'll take a long break here at halftime. Once again, you are listening and watching Week 2 of Kansas High School football. Here, Sacred Heart Knights versus Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Farrell with Trey Tolley. Back to you in a few.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Into the end zone. It's a Sacred Heart touchdown. Listen up, Knights fans. Copy Co. is your home for all the gear you need to show off your Sacred Heart pride this school year. In addition to what you'll find on the racks, Copy Co. also offers custom printing so you can support any student athlete in any activity, from football and basketball to choir and debate. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for Sacred Heart gear is Copy Co. in Salina, located at 2346 Planet Avenue.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on SalinaPost.com. This community service is provided in part by Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy. Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
At Maori Women's Clinic, we're here for women and what matters most to them. From understanding your monthly cycles to growing a family or navigating menopause and everything in between. Our experienced team of OBGYNs include Drs. Prendergast, Morgan, Ablard, Rosh, and Jones. Maori Women's Clinic is located in Salina, and we invite you to come experience a team that values expertise, care, and compassion, because you matter more at Maori.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. 40% off September only, excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
And now back to your Sacred Heart Knights football.
And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro with Trey Tully, giving you the visuals on Salina Post. And if you're just now tuning in or have been watching the game, score here at halftime is 51-0. Cardinals up on top of the Sacred Heart Knights. In this game so far, Plainville has 8 total touchdowns, with 7 of them being rushing touchdowns, 5 from Drayden Puckett, who Puckett has over 50 yards rushing, about a total of 59. And Zane Stahl with 2 of those, of the 7 rushing touchdowns for the Plainville Cardinals. On the offense for the Sacred Heart, we have a couple of completed passes from Wells to his receivers of Roman Ontiveros having 1, Colin Wilson having 3, Cruz Carrico having 2. Noah Hines has been quiet tonight. He had 2 intended passes that were from Wells to him. 2 of those passes actually looked very well, very good. I mean, it just was out of his reach, and if one of those had been converted, it probably would have been a touchdown, and the score would be different for Sacred Heart, as they would not have 0. They'd probably have at least 6 on the board. I'd like to thank our sponsors here. I'd like to thank Salina Regional Health Center. Salina Regional Health Center is hiring right now. See all their positions and start your new career today with Salina Regional by visiting srhc.com. Also, another sponsor we'd like to thank is Sage Products. Sage Products of Salina is your supplier of janitorial products for your business or home. From paper towels to soap and items from ceiling to floor, you will see products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage at your home or office by visiting sageselects.com. Other sponsors I'd like to thank are Smart Insurance, Vernon Jewelers, Maori Women's Clinic. And speaking of Vernon Jewelers, the Vernon Jewelers gem of the game for me would have to be the 31-yard touchdown pass that Joey Dottino had to Ryken Brown, which was the last touchdown of the first quarter for the Plainville Cardinals. It was a nice touchdown pass. And also, Drayden Puckett had a 4-yard touchdown run before he had a 30-plus yard touchdown run to get that touchdown pass, or that touchdown run, I should say, for the Cardinal offense. This is the Salina halftime report. This game brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Smart play of the game, Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Smart plays of the game would say I would actually going to give it to Sacred Heart offensive line just because they've been doing very well in protecting Maddox Wells in this game. Last game, they didn't look very strong, but have improved very much so, as Coach Krychek has said that it is a young offensive line, but experienced, with about 3 to 4 freshman starters on the offensive line, protecting their quarterback in Maddox Wells. Quick history, Plainville Cardinals have met Sacred Heart Knights a total of 7 times. All those times, Plainville has beaten Sacred Heart, according to Kansas high school football history, with a 7-0 all-time record. Both of these teams come into this game 0-1. Plainville dropped to Phillipsburg 33-18 in that game. Sacred Heart had lost to Ellsworth Bearcats 49-8 last week. Maddox Wells in that game threw an 84-yard touchdown pass to Noah Hines in the first quarter against the Ellsworth in that game last week, but no score was made after that for the Knights. Head coach for the Cardinals is Alex McMillan in his 3rd season with an overall record of 12-9, and Coach Krychek in his 2nd season with an overall record of 3-6 for the Sacred Heart Knights. Beautiful night here, as it is about a clear skies, maybe about 72 degrees out here in Plainville, Kansas. Good crowd here for Plainville supporting side. Still a decent crowd for Sacred Heart, as it is about an hour and 45-minute drive from Salina here to Plainville. Dedicated fans we have of Sacred Heart, and we appreciate those who support the Knights. Quick area scoreboard brought to you by Bennington State Bank. We have other games going live here, such as Chapman versus Abilene in that game being called by Tyler Henry, as Abilene is up on top of Chapman 13-6. Close ball game right there. Being live streamed on the Salina Post YouTube page. And another game that's also being live streamed on Salina Post is Southeast of Salina versus Clay Center. Southeast of Salina on top of Clay Center. The Trojans beating the Tigers 40-7 in the 3rd. Devin Haney on the call for that game. Some other scores here across the state of Kansas. Beloit on top of Concordia at the half, 20-13. Andale on top of Wellington, 69-14. Sam Harp of that game has 11 carries with 300 total rushing yards with 5 touchdowns for Andale at the half. My goodness. You can compare that to Drayden Puckett's efforts with 50-plus rushing total yards with 5 touchdowns for the Plainville Cardinals. Other halftime scores, we have Valley Heights over Onaga, 14-8. Hanover over Clifton Clyde, 50-6. Buckhannon on top of Centralia, 42-6. Linden on top of Frankfort, 36-22, and Lynn over Blue Valley, 44-14. And Axtell, final at halftime, 6-man football over Washington County, 48-0. So that is the final score right there for you across the Kansas high school football in the state of Kansas. That was the area scoreboard, brought to you by Bennington State Bank. After this second half will be the Commercial Tire Center post-game show, as we'll go over some scoreboard. Let's go over the scoreboard over Kansas and also stats over the game and players of the games and gems of the games and smart plays of the game. Those gems of the game is brought to you by Vernon Jewelers. Smart play of the game is Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. And the area scoreboard brought to you by Bennington State Bank. As Noah Hines will be kicking it off here to the Plainville Cardinals in this game. Sacred Heart versus Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. Here we go, underway, second half here, 51-0 Plainville Cardinals. As looks like that is, trying to see the number there. Oh, and it's a spin move, and he's going out to the side. He stays on his feet. Looks like that was number 2 for the Plainville Cardinals, Davin Wilford. Nice return right there for the Cardinals. Man, he went all the way to the left and then went all the way to the right after a spin move for the Cardinals, as they're in good field position. Ball right on the 50-yard line, right in the middle of the field for the start of the Cardinal offense as they start this first drive and first possession here in the start of the third quarter. Let's see if the Knight defense can make some adjustments to stop that run game. And it's a fumble, and it looks like it's recovered by the Knight defense. And the Knights recover it after a muffed handoff of Joey Dottino to his running back, and the Knights will recover it here on offense. Let's see if they can respond and get their first touchdown or their first points here in the game early on in the third quarter with 10 minutes. It's going to be a running clock here in this second half, confirmed up here in the press box. Let's see with this running clock that Sacred Heart can at least get to double digits, get a touchdown here and continue to keep going. Maddox Wells, the quarterback, rolling right, looking for his man, jukes a defender, throws it deep. Oh, and it was an open intended receiver. That was Colin Wilson. Colin Wilson has 3 receptions in this game, has 34 yards, receiving yards in the game. It's just an overthrown. That's another overthrown pass from Maddox Wells, has about 3 of them, 2 to Noah Hines and 1 to Colin Wilson. And if he just converts those, it would probably be touchdowns. But as I mentioned, the clock is going to keep running here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the game in the third quarter. Maddox Wells, Elias Gordon in the backfield, handing off to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon running up the middle and runs over a defender. And about a 5-yard gain. Good job right there from Elias Gordon. About to be a 3rd and 6 here. 4-yard gain. Or 6-yard gain right here. 3rd and 4 for the Knights offense. Noah Hines and Colin Wilson, receivers to the right. As it is another handoff to Gordon, and Gordon this time will get a first down. Nice run right there for Gordon, about a gain of 5. A nice first down to keep the chains moving on a 3rd and 4 for the Knights. As the run game is looking strong here for the Knights offense. See if they can continue that momentum here for the Knights to roll over the Cardinal defense keep pushing them back here. Let's see if they can continue to do that with Aguayo in the backfield. Is it a handoff to Aguayo? And Aguayo, about a gain of about 5 yard, about a 2nd and 5 here for the Knights. Actually, 2nd and 7 here, about a gain of 3 for Aguayo. Running clock here with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the third. 5 minutes have already been passed in the third. You have Hines and Wilson. Receivers to the right. Gordon in the backfield. Probably another handoff, and it is again to Elias Gordon, but this time he's going to be consumed by the Cardinal defense. Probably going to be a loss of 1 here. Going to be a 3rd and 8 or maybe no gain. Either a 3rd and 8, 37 here for the Knights offense. But actually, it was a gain of 1, 3rd and 6. Ball on the 30-yard line of the own Cardinal side of. Maddox Wells rolling back, and it's another dropped pass intended for Cruz Carrico. Carrico has 2 completed passes in this game, has 28 total receiving yards in his efforts for the Knights. Is going to be a 4th and 6 here for the Knights. They have good momentum in this drive. Let's see if they will go for it and continue this momentum. They'll try to at least get a score here, at least a score of 6. So they'll go for it. Yeah, the offense is going to stay out there with Hines and Colin Wilson in the left. Elias Gordon in the backfield as he looks for his man. Another fake, and it's just short from the hands intended to Colin Wilson. Just a little short as Plainville will take over on downs on their own 30-yard line. Man, it was a good chance right there for the Knight offense. Maybe to try to get us at least 6 on the board with a running clock. Let's see if the Plainville offense can continue their onslaught. See the run game or the pass game is a handoff to Zane Stahl. Zane Stahl will continue on his feet. Nice run there. Looks like it's going to be just short of a first down. 9-yard run right there for the Plainville offense. 4 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in this running clock here in the third quarter. Nice run right there from Zane Stahl. Zane Stahl has 2 touchdowns in his efforts for the Cardinals. Let's see if another handoff, but it's going to be stopped right before. It's going to look like it's going to be a loss of 1. Or Quinn Maddox, I should say. It wasn't Zane Stahl. It was Quinn Maddox. Yeah, Quinn Maddox on the run. Quinn Maddox, number 9, 5'7", 150 pounds, sophomore for Plainville. Four minutes to go here in the third. With 3rd and 1 here, let's see if the Cardinals can pick up a first down and keep their momentum going with Quinn Maddox in the backfield. And it's a pass snap, blown snap, and that's going to be Carson Ditter. Carson Ditter will be filling in for Joey Dottino, starting quarterback that he started for the Cardinals in this game. Going to be a 4th down here after that blown snap from the Cardinals. Going to be 4th and long. Looks like it's going to be a punt. Noah Hines in the back to receive. And it is a punt. Let's see what Noah Hines will do. Just let it roll, and going to roll out about to the 25-yard line as Sacred Heart stops the Cardinal offense in their drive. Another area scoreboard brought to you by Bennington State Bank. We have Lincoln, who defeated Pike Valley 68-0 at the half. We have Phillipsburg losing to Smith Center. Smith Center on top, 16-8 in the end of the third. El Saline with final 4 minutes to go here in the third, 52-6 against Osborne. And a handoff to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon, nice run right there up the middle. About an 8-yard gain right there for Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon looking strong here on the run game.
Martinez was the tackler for the Cardinals. He's going to bring up 2nd and 3rd for the Knights.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3 here for the Knight offense. As I mentioned, it is a running clock here. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the third. Maddox Wells looking to receive the snap with Elias Gordon in the backfield. Another handoff to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon on his feet again and gets a first down. Runs over a couple of Cardinal defenders. Nice run right there for Elias Gordon to get the first down, to keep the chains moving in this drive. Let's see if the Knights can get a score here in this drive with 2 nice runs back-to-back from Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon is a 5'7", 195-pound freshman for the Knights. Last year, he had a touchdown, 15 carries, 41 yards. Actually, I should say he's a sophomore this year. And that handoff's to Aguayo. Aguayo, about a 4-yard gain right there for the Knights. As it looks like the clock is running down here very quickly to get the end of the third. Let's see if they'll get one more play here before the third quarter ends and we head into the fourth. 10 seconds left to go here in the third. See if they get the snap off on time before. Man in motion is Aguayo. Pitch over, and it's a muffed pitch, and Gordon recovers it. But that'll end it off the third quarter as we'll head over to the fourth quarter. Score here is 51-0. Plainville on top of Sacred Heart. You're listening to Sacred Heart Knights, watching Sacred Heart Knights football versus Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
And welcome back to week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Farrell with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post. Score here, running clock in the 4th. Plainville Cardinals up on top of Sacred Heart Knights 51-0. Sacred Heart with the ball, as it is a 3rd and 8. Here, let's see if they can get a first down. Keep the chains moving. This is a handoff to Elias Gordon, but gets stopped right away by the Plainville Cardinals. Plainville's defense looking very strong in this game, despite Elias Gordon's nice run game here in this game. Looks like the Knights are going to go for it here. 4th and 8. Couple of completed passes for the Sacred Heart receivers, as we have Rowan Antiveros with 1, Colin Wilson with 3, Cruz Carrico with 2. Noah Hines has been quiet all night without no receptions. Maddox Wells with 1 interception in this game, as he passes it over. Open pass, and that's going to be Noah Hines' first completed pass. Going to be about a 10-yard gain. So I spoke too soon, as Noah Hines' first completed pass was going to be a first down for the Knights to keep the chains moving, with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the 4th running clock. Another area scoreboard on the state of Kansas, brought to you by Bankton State Bank. Scott City on top of Ray, 34-7 at the end of the 3rd. Handoff to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon, another handoff, and he keeps staying on his feet, but gets taken down. Probably about a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 here.
And a few others there for the Cardinal defense.
With this running clock in the 4th, usually means that the team that is having the lead the majority of the time, looks like their chances of winning this game will be to that team that has the lead, which will then make, if that's going to be the case, all-time record 8-0 Plainville Cardinals since 2011, since the Knights and the Cardinals have met. But you never know. Miracles can happen here, especially in Kansas. We'll see. As Sacred Heart Knights. Maddox Wells rolling to the right. And a completed pass. Oh, and it's off the hands to Colin Wilson. Oh, man, just another one of those. I mean, last week, the Ellsworth Bearcats had a couple of dropped passes, and they just resorted to the run game. But now it looks like that just transferred over to the Knights' offense with a couple of incompleted passes, even some drop passes as well, whether it be right to the hands or just right off of the hands. But that doesn't take out the fact that Maddox Wells has had several completed passes in this game. With nice first downs is another run to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon stays on his feet, and he looks like he's got the first down. Nice run right there to keep the chains moving as Elias Gordon, with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the 4th. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors one more time. I'd like to thank Kansas Bankers Technologies. You're watching courtesy of Kansas Bankers Technologies, your trusted partner in bank-focused IT strategy and compliance. Maddox Wells, another handoff to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon, another spin move, and get to probably about a 6-yard gain. Get a 2nd and 4 here in this drive. Elias Gordon looking very strong right here in the second half. And the run game looks to continue the strong run game that he has put on in this second half. With 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this running clock of the fourth quarter. Plainville, as I've mentioned earlier, 8 total touchdowns, with 7 of them being rushing touchdowns, 5 from Drayden Puckett and 2 from Zane Stahl. Another handoff. Oh, it looks like it was a fake. And Maddox Wells throws it deep, open to Noah Hines, and Noah Hines with the touchdown, the first touchdown for the Sacred Heart Knights. Nice touchdown pass. Looks like that was a 29-yard touchdown pass for Maddox Wells to Noah Hines, his favorite target. Nice pass right there from Wells to Hines, his favorite connection, as the Knights at least get 6 up on the board. As the score is now 51-6. The Knights with their first touchdown of the game. 29-yard pass. Wells to Hines. That'll be, a flag on the play. So that'll be Noah Hines' second touchdown of the season, along with Maddox Wells' second touchdown of the season. Noah Hines with 39 yards receiving. Looks like Hines is going to be the kicker for this extra point, seeing make this score 51-7 after this extra point, and it's a strong kick, and it is good. 51-7 is the score. Plainville still on top with a running clock, with a continuous clock. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Sacred Heart Knights football versus Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Opening our doors in 1999, Salina Surgical Hospital is now 20 years strong. From inpatient stays to outpatient procedures, Salina Surgical Hospital specializes in excellence in surgical services and digestive health care. It is the depth of experience and the abilities of the physicians and nurses at Salina Surgical Hospital that make it the ideal place for high-tech and high-touch to unite. Salina Surgical Hospital is proud to be partially physician-owned, serving Salina and its surrounding communities for 20 years.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. 40% off September only excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders.
It's time for your Sacred Heart Knights football. Here with play-by-play for tonight's game is Nicholas Fierro.
Let me try that sound. All right. Welcome to Week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching Sacred Heart Knights visiting the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am Nicholas Fierro, with Trey Tully giving you the visuals on Salina Post, as the Sacred Heart Knights has 7 here, with the Plainville Cardinals 51. If you're just now tuning in or did not watch the last drive of the Sacred Heart Knights' offense, Maddox Wells completed a 29-yard touchdown pass to Noah Hines to make the score 51-7. As Noah Hines, who had converted the extra point, also does the kickoff. There's a flag as it is kicked out of bounds. Looks like the ball is going to be spotted. Oh, it's going to actually be re-kicked. Noah Hines is going to re-kick the football. But as I mentioned, it is going to be a continuous clock, so the clock does not stop even after a flag or out-of-bounds call. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter of action. After this game, Plainville will be 1-1, and Sacred Heart will then fall to 0-2 for the 2025 Kansas High School football season. Sacred Heart will be actually playing next Saturday, not Friday, but next Saturday in Council Grove versus Pleasanton. So if you're going to make some plans, you might as well do it now, because Sacred Heart will be playing on a Saturday morning at 11:30 at Council Grove High School versus Pleasanton. So just make sure that you mark your calendars and make note of that. And Plainville, after this game, will head over to Russell. And that game will be on September 19th, which will be that Friday. But as I mentioned, Sacred Heart will be playing September 20th on Saturday in Council Grove versus Pleasanton, neutral game site. With a minute and 50 seconds to go here in the fourth continuous clock, looks like, Plainville could just run the ball here, as looks like that was dropped by Colton Sprague. Colton Sprague is the freshman backup QB for Maddox Wells. Score here is looks like it's going to be the final score 51-7, and if I speak too soon, unless something happens, but it looks like that's going to be the final score here for tonight's game of Sacred Heart against Pleasanton, or I should say Plainville. I keep saying Pleasanton because that's who Sacred Heart will be playing next week, but they're playing Plainville right now here in Plainville, Kansas. And we appreciate all the Sacred Heart fans who took the drive out here to support the Knights and their attendance. It's about an hour and 50-minute drive from Salina to get here in Plainville. Beautiful night here. I mean, even before the game started, it was a special recognition as they had a 21-gun salute, remembering the fallen who sacrificed their lives 9/11 attacks at the World Trade Center. Never forget, and we always remember. As it is exactly 10 seconds left to go here on the clock, and one more handoff as and he runs over, still playing hard until the last seconds of the clock, as that'll do it. Plainville defeats Sacred Heart Knights 51-7. That makes Plainville 1-1 overall record here for the 2025 season, and Sacred Heart Knight drops to 0-2 for the 2025 Kansas high school football season. We'll take a quick break here as you are listening and watching Sacred Heart Knights football. Plainville on top of Sacred Heart Knights 51-7. Back to here with this game brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. 40% off September only excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders.
It's time for your Sacred Heart Knights football. Here with play-by-play for tonight's game is Nicholas Fierro.
And welcome to the Commercial Tire Center post-game show of Week 2 of Kansas High School football, where you're watching the post-game show of the Sacred Heart Knights versus the Plainville Cardinals, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. I am your broadcaster, Nicholas Fiero, with Trey Tolley giving you the visuals of this game. We appreciate his efforts for the Salina Post. And with the final score of this game, Plainville Cardinals on top of Sacred Heart Knights, 51-7. Plainville had a total of 8 total touchdowns, with 7 of those touchdowns being set with rushing touchdowns, 5 from Drayden Puckett. Drayden Puckett had 59 total rushing yards, and Zane Stahl had 2 of those rushing TDs. And then that other touchdown with the 8 that Plainville had was a touchdown pass of the starting quarterback Joey Dottino to Ryken Brown, 31-yard touchdown pass, which was in the second quarter. Also to mention, Plainville defense also showed up tonight as they had a total of 5 sacks against the Sacred Heart offense. However, during the second half, in the third quarter, Maddox Wells had thrown a 29-yard touchdown pass to Noah Hines, which made that score 51-6, and then Noah Hines had hit the extra point, making that score 51-7. But after that, quite frankly, that was nothing for the Sacred Heart Knights offense, which makes them an overall record of 0-2, as they will head over to Council Grove for the neutral site against Pleasanton. And as I was mentioning, if in the game, if you're just now tuning in, Sacred Heart will be heading to Council Grove, and they'll be playing on a Saturday, September 20th at 11:30 in Council Grove High School against Pleasanton. So if you see the schedule and you see at Pleasanton, do not drive to Pleasanton. Go to Council Grove, and it's not on a Friday, September 19th. It is on Saturday, September 20th at 11:30 at Council Grove. So make sure that you make those plans, that you write it down so you don't forget. And then, like, let's say it's Wednesday or Thursday, like, oh man, we're going to No, we're not going to Pleasanton. We're going to Council Grove, and they will be playing against Pleasanton in that one. Looking at some area scoreboard brought to you by Bankton State Bank around the state of Kansas. Gonna see what's going on. Whoa! Don't know if you can hear that, but some trains are going on. I guess they do that once Plainville wins a game, I'm assuming, but that was loud. I'm pretty sure you heard that. But anyways, Southeast of Salina defeats Clay Center. Devin Haney on the call of that game, 46-7. We also have other live games with Abilene against Chapman. As that game is still going on, Tyler Henry with the call in that game. 16 is Abilene on top of Chapman to 6. You can watch that game live on Salina Post. Buhler defeats Augusta 37-12. When we have Smith Center defeating Phillipsburg in a close game 16-14. We have Lynn defeats Blue Valley 64-14. Game ended in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the fourth. Andell defeated Wellington 69-20. Mid-Buchanan defeats Centralia. Buchanan is of Missouri, 49-13. Scott City at the end of the third quarter, 34-7. And Central Plains with 45 seconds left to go. It's a close game, nail-biter. Central Plains in the fourth quarter, 20-16 against Victoria with 45 seconds left to go in the fourth. And I just got that final score from Scott City and Ray. It's still the same score, 34-7. The last game that I saw for Salina Central, actually at the half, we have May South on top of Salina South, 28-14. That was at the half, and then at the half it was Salina Central defeating Arc City 35-0. So I'm not too sure of the updates on that score, but I can give you that, the latest updates. Vernon Jewelers' gem of the game, I will have to say, is for Sacred Heart first. I will have to say Maddox Wells is, what was it, a 29-yard touchdown pass to Noah Hines to get the score, so they don't get shut out in the third to make that score. So to make that score 51-6, which is big time for Sacred Heart Knights. At least they have a touchdown in every game that they have competed in, which is good. Hopefully they can continue to make adjustments for their next game. Another gem of the game, I will say, will be the running back for the Plainville Cardinals, Drayden Puckett, who had 59 total rushing yards with 5 of the day. And also the smart play of the game brought to you by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Smart plays of the game would be the Plainville defense as they sacked Sacred Heart Knights 5 times in the game. And also smart play of the game, I'll also give it to Elias Gordon. Elias Gordon looked very good in the run game in this one. Going to be signing off here. Once again, I am your broadcaster for Sacred Heart Knights football, Nicholas Fierro. Trey Tolley giving you the visuals live on Salina Post's YouTube page. This game was brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. We appreciate them and supporting this game. Without further ado, be signing off in this game brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. See you guys next Saturday, not next Friday, but next Saturday, where Sacred Heart will head to Council Grove against Pleasanton at 11:30. See you guys next time.